You're wrong. You don't know me. You never did. Or you would have realized that I am the bad spot. I killed my own father to protect my mother. I killed my best friend to protect my family. So you don't think that I'm going to do what I have to do to survive? I always do what I gotta do. Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? We're at the finale, the season finale of Powerbook, season 1, episode 110. Bam, we here. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't do this video. I ain't gonna lie to y'all because I just came back from vacation. Took a little from the 1st, right, up until today, which is the 3rd, and literally just came back like today, like just like a little mini vacation on a secret location, me and the family, me and the boo thing actually. And so I'm back, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this here real quick and I'm gonna do it. I've been incognito a little bit, but I realized that it was the last episode. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I'm still debating in my mind if I want to do Real Housewives. I'm gonna try to catch up because I think they're like 4 episodes in from what I've seen. I didn't even realize, like I thought it started like last weekend, but I guess I was wrong. So I'm gonna have to watch like 3 to 4 episodes in order to catch up. I've been trying to catch up on Housewives of Potomac because actually I don't have regular cable right now, so I've just been using like this other website to try to see the what you call it, the episodes, but it doesn't come on the same day, so it won't, if I do the reviews, it's not going to be instant, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still thinking I might do it. Let me know down below if you guys watch that show. But I'm either gonna, I'm most likely, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna watch the old episodes and then do it. And then I'll probably get into like whatever episode is current at that day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like going back because nobody wants to really see old ass episodes. We talk about old episodes, but you know, talking about the current stuff, I think that would be better. But that's just my thoughts. Like I said, if y'all want to input, you can input down below. But let's get into what we're really here for. Some of y'all probably don't give a shit about the other one. So yeah, let's talk about this. So as we know, Monet, she killed Rico. She killed him because he came for her last episode. Like, he dead ass tried to kill her whole entire family. And you can't just try to kill somebody. He damn near killed her son. You know, homie's in the hospital right now, clinging to life. Nah, it's not that bad. He's actually okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been worse. But he was a dummy with that. But anyway, so he's in the hospital right now, all because of Rico. And when she went to go see him, he's talking real like slick and shit, like he didn't just try to kill her whole entire family. Like, are you dumb or something? Trying to talk all casual. I hate when people do stuff like that. Like, they pretend like they didn't do you dirty. Like, you're just supposed to be all good with them. Like, hey, what's up? No, bitch, we're not friends. We're not okay. You know, perhaps I could be cordial with you, but depending on what you did, like, it just seems kind of fake, you know? Like, there's a difference between pushing things to the side and making amends with somebody and them just coming at you like without no apologies, just coming back brand new, like it's a new day, I'm here. Like, nah, at least attempt to make amends. Don't just come like everything's all forgotten. So that's what this dude was trying to do, and she just shot his ass. Because dude didn't have no remorse, so it was a done deal for him. So now Dre's boy toy, he goes to talk to Carrie and Jabari, you know, because they're having these open sessions where people can come, the black students especially, and just release things and let them know if there was anything that could have kind of connected to everything that was going down, you know. So now we find out, well, they find out, you know, a little bit more about the things that occurred that night, the whole party situation. But Carrie already knew. And, you know, Carrie's already thinking like, okay, I got to be careful because these people is watching me. And if Zeke and them come up, like, it's a big problem for her. Like, she could lose her whole entire job. So she made it so she was kind of persuading this guy, I forgot his name, to not say the things that he was kind of saying, almost kind of play with his psyche. And because obviously he cares about Dre, so he doesn't really want to put Dre in it, but he's also trying to be honest. But the way she said it, she's like, how many drinks did you have? Because it kind of sounds like you're not even sure if he was really there, you know? I don't think he was really, he's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he wasn't even there. I think that was a different day. It's like she was kind of feeding him the responses that he needs to say out loud, because it's not just her there, it's also Jabari, and you never know what's going to happen with that. So, boom, boom, boom. And, Jabari, he was just kind of doing way too much, but we're going to get into that part in a little bit. But in this particular instance, he actually was dropping everything. Like, he was like, you know what, let's just kind of not even go any further, because he had his own little ulterior motives, and he didn't want this to tie back to Tyreek, because obviously he saw that Tyreek is connected to that family, so something ain't right. And he knew that Dre, being the cousin, and he saw him give him the bag at the hotel spot, he knew it was like, yeah, we probably shouldn't, because he right at this moment, he needs Tyreek. So he's like, you know what, let's just not even go any further right now, And of course, Carrie's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, if you don't want to go any further, then yeah, let's just... Because she already know, like, all right, I was trying to bury this anyway, so this is better for me. Zeke, he started to, like, freak out and stuff like that, so he's clearly not thinking well. He's on the verge of, like, confessing everything or telling his family about everything that's going on with the investigations and this and that, and Carrie's just trying to keep him level-headed. No, maybe you shouldn't do that, because then they're going to want to kind of handle this on their own, and I don't think that's a good idea, So it kind of got him back grounded. She's like, damn, like, I can't fuck this up, because this is my career on the line. I'm not trying to lose everything for this dude. And she could definitely tell that Monet was not playing, and she could definitely tell that they bad news, because she did look up Tahada and them, so she knows what kind of stuff they dealing with. Tyreek, he was called to the stand, and he totally flipped it like an OG, son. Like, dude is way past his years. He made Saxe look like an imbecile on the stand. He was asking him questions, and he flipped it. It's like, the only reason why I'm on the stand right now, Your Honor, is because I was drugged and followed. And when I was talking to my father, they have information on this. And he also pretty much revealed that Davis was in on it. So it just became a whole shit show in the freaking, it became a whole shit show. So it was just dumb. At that point, Sax's boss is just like, you know what? Like, this is ridiculous. And at this point, the tables just quickly turned. And now Tasha, she's up to get this whole shit dismissed. All she has to do is flip on Tommy, snitch on him, give up his whole organization, and she's out. She agreed to do it. This idiot made it known as a statement on camera that she's going to be doing that, and of course, that automatically put a hit out on her life, because Tommy's like, oh, where is this bitch trying to snitch on me so she can get out? Okay, yeah, this is a wrap, because at the end of the day, I didn't even do anything. And she killed my girl on top of that. So he has a lot of vengeance for that family. And for Tyreek as well, because he killed off his best friend. Like, at the end of the day, they had their ups and downs, but that was his best friend. They could have killed each other so many times, but each time when it came down to it, they had that level of respect where it was like, you know what, just... I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you rock. Like, that was his boy to the very end. So regardless of anything, he didn't care who it was. Like, nah, you're not going to kill my boy. That was like, at the end of the day, that was his brother, not even just his boy. So yeah. So everyone knows now that Ramirez is gone, because he hasn't been picking up anybody's phone calls. Kane actually revealed it to his brother. And it's just, now it's starting to be revealed. But, everyone feels the same way that I feel. It's like, that was a stupid move, because this dude was helping y'all to stay out of prison. Like, this was the person that y'all had on the inside that could actually help y'all, that has helped y'all multiple times, where y'all could have been locked up if it was any other police officer that had came into play. Now she probably gonna have to pop that pussy for somebody else, and Tejada already was kind of feeling some type of way, like, it better only be that he's helping you out with this stuff, like, so I'm assuming, I didn't really know, but now I see that popping the pussy was a part of the plan, so, now she gonna have to flex it for somebody else. Like, she had one dick to think about, away from her husband, so that she could get what she needed to get, and keep it on the low. And now all of that is messed up because her son wanted to be a freaking renegade and just be crazy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, following that, Jabari is over here trying to blackmail Tyreek, talking about, if you help me to build my story, I can help you to get out of this terrible situation. He tells him that he knows everything about the drugs, about this, about that he followed him, like, just everything. And it's a lot, of course, for Tyreek to digest, but, this dude literally, like, knows everything. But he says he would give him even some of the advance money if he agrees to allow him to use his story in his book. That's all he wants. Which, as we know, he already did that. He probably just wants to write so he doesn't end up getting sued at the end of the day. So he's like, let me go down the legal route. But he already did the book, sent it to a publisher. The only thing that I think, from what I remember from a previous episode, was that he was missing how it all ends, because obviously he doesn't know, because he would need Tyreek in order to be able to finish off the story correctly. Yeah, so just a crazy, crazy situation. So anyways, when he decides to, before that, Tasha had went to go see Monet. And when she goes to see Monet, to try to plead to get Tyreek out of the situation, because now she's going to be going into witness protection. So she wants him to come. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, Tyreek is there because he's trying to get this inheritance money. So if he goes into witness protection, that's going to mess up everything. So I know that that's not something that Tyreek really wants to do, unless it's like fully the last resort. So that's why he came up with this plan, after this situation where Monet and Tasha had met up, and Tommy tried to blast up the place so he could kill Tasha, And it's funny because they was just boarding up the place from the last hit and run, and here goes Tommy doing the same thing once again. So now, obviously, Tyreek is like, damn, I need to get into action. So he comes up with a plan, talks to Tommy. Tommy says he's lucky that he made this pact with Ghost on his dying bed, that he wouldn't kill him. But he's like, all bets is off for Tasha. Because Tasha's putting my name out there, talking about she wants snitches. She knows the street code. So that's number one. Number two, I owe her one for Keisha as well. So he got good reasons to want to dead her. And he is the type, like, he's not letting it go. You know what I mean? Like, I hold grudges, but this dude holds grudges to the very end. Like, he'll probably try to fight her to the ends of the earth. So they come up with this nice little scheme where they get Sax and all these people together, have this whole, high-speed chase. And Tommy, and I knew something was up because Tommy wasn't in his regular car. He was in some little BMW black joint. So he ends up using this car, going on a high-speed chase with the cops, and then blows up the car. It looks like he's dead. Now it's just like an intricate plan to just kind of make everyone feel like, all right, now there's nothing that can be done. Tasha's free. She can't snitch on him, obviously, because he's dead. So there goes the whole entire case. And on top of that, Sax now, he doesn't even have this job anymore. He only had it for like 24 hours more. And now he's out of a job. But the good thing about Sax is that he doesn't stay down for long. He always seems to get something, and something good. I'm like, is this some white privilege they just talk about? Because this man does get a job so freaking fast. How you get fired? I mean, for this one, he didn't really get fired. He had to resign. So Davis took him up, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like this would be a good look for him because a lot of these defense attorneys, they're very crooked, you know? We saw how, what's his name was there? I can't remember the man's name right now, but you know who I'm talking about. The one that used to be ghost lawyer. Like, we saw how crooked and how he used to do certain things that was unethical. We see how Davis does things that are not ethical at all, unethical. So Sachs is just a big old scumbag. So I feel like he's perfect for this job. Like, I feel like he will rise to the occasion. And now he has things from the public, whatever, the public, well, not public defenders, but you know what I mean? Like, he has things from that side as well, from the good side, so he can take to the defense side. So this should be pretty interesting. You know, he knows a lot of their tricks, a lot of their moves, so now he's just on the other side of the spectrum. So this can definitely cause a little bit of shaking of the tables, you know? For lack of a better term. I'm thinking about, who was it that said it? K. Michelle in Love and Hip Hop. Anyway, so yeah, that was the plan. But of course, we know we cannot trust Tommy because, like I said, Tommy holds grudges. But before we get to that, Tyreek, he had to prove to Kane that he was worthy. He was actually going to see Jabari to go get the money for the advance. But here goes Jabari asking more questions, stupid questions about Tejada and them. So there goes Kane at that very moment thinking that this dude is a snitch. And now it came the moment where he had to prove his loyalty to Monet and them. Because it's like, either I'm going to die right now by Kane, or I'm going to kill Jabari because he knows way too much, you know? And they were having their little words, him and Kane. And then he's like, you know what? Is that the gun that you used to kill Ramirez? Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna use this gun, I'm gonna kill him, and that's gonna make it, like, I guess, more untraceable or whatever. So, yeah, that's exactly what he ended up doing. So, yeah. Following that, what happens? So, yeah, he ends up killing Jabari, even though Jabari was, like, pleading with him to just take him to the hospital. It's like, at that point, I knew it wouldn't have made sense because he knew way too much. And then you're trying to write a book about his life, and now you know even more. You know about the Tejada stuff, like, you just asking about the Tejada, you like stepped into a whole nother zone that you shouldn't have stepped into. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that part right there, it wasn't a good look. So Tyreek, he decides to go ahead and talk to his mom, like at the gravesite. They were supposed to be making a run for it, but she just comes by herself with her bags. And the crazy thing is that he ends up telling the feds or whatever that she's in danger and they need to take her right away. So even though she didn't want to leave him, at that moment she had to leave. And he was like, you know, I'm not going to come with you. So this is the moment where she realizes, like, okay, damn. Little did he know, boom, Tommy was waiting in the wings, like like some little wolf in the night, trying to get that Red Riding Hood. Like, he was ready to off her at that moment while she was talking to her dead daughter, you know, to Raina. So he definitely did the right thing, and he knew that he couldn't trust Tommy because he knew what kind of person Tommy was, and that even though they came up with this amazing plan to get Tommy off of everything, he was still out to get the mother. And on top of that, he made sure he called Monet to kind of be a backup to hold everything down. So luckily Monet came, you know, kind of put the guns on him, took his gun, and from there he couldn't really do anything to anybody at that moment. So Tommy kind of had to retreat and back down. And now Tyreek just kind of has his family, you know what I mean? Like, this is his family that's going to be holding him down. He's going to learn the business. He's going to build his empire. And hopefully, you know, he's still able to become business savvy and be able to be a better man than his father was, as he said he wanted to do at his father's eulogy. Because right now he's going pretty much down the same path, just getting more knowledge than his father had. Because his father, he didn't really have mentors, in my opinion, the way, like, he had people obviously that he worked with, but he didn't have that full mentorship, and he also didn't have the book smarts as well. Like, he didn't go to college and all that stuff. So he's getting the best of both worlds that his dad did not get. But it's like, which path will he go down, which is leading towards, you know, leading towards this one, when he should be more so focusing on being a better version of himself, you know. But we shall see. But yeah, it's definitely a good season. It was better than I expected. Like, I wasn't really too sure when I first heard about this. I'm like, oh, fuck, like, now we gotta see Tyreek. Like, this boy pissed me off the whole entire last season of freaking Power. Do I really want to see his ass and him become the person I'm rooting for? But I mean, it all worked out. So we'll see what happens with the next one. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys, and rocking with me. We'll see what I'm able to come up with next, so we can try to keep this channel rocking and flowing, because we've been doing okay. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to do your thing. Happy New Year. Comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Check out my other channels, Samore Love TV. I think I'm going to do some more commentary type of stuff there. Not necessarily, you know, the stuff that I do here, which is the recaps, but like probably other stuff. So definitely check it out, because I'm definitely revamping and revisiting some stuff on that channel. All right, guys. Laters.